Alright, this is just a quick video to show you how to access your kids' Google Classroom homework if you want to check on it or help them out or see what's going on there. So if they're already signed into Classroom, great, fantastic. It should kind of look like this. You should see your different classes for your student listed out over here. If you need to get signed in, your student should be able to find their school account. It would end in ISD 473 student. And it's usually first initial last name, and they should know their passwords. You can click and have them sign into that, and then search for Google Classroom if they don't have it saved already, and you can head straight to that. I'm in my student account. Alright, so I'm in my student account right now. This is what your child sees every day when they go to do their classwork. And so there's a couple different buttons that you can use. The one I use as an advisor is I use this to do button. So I click over here on to do, and it gives me a whole bunch of different information. I can sort it by class, or I can look at all of the work that they have. So here's all the classes my student account is enrolled in, and I can see all the work that is due this week, that's due next week. So this first tab assigned is usually what they're working on this week in class. And then I, as an advisor, I navigate over to the missing tab. And here's where we can see things that are past due, okay? And because this is my student account that I use to show kids stuff with, everything is missing because I'm not turning in everything in here. If you're looking at this tab and your student has a bunch of work missing, this is where they can start to click and fill out work that's missing. So as an advisor, that's the first place I look for missing work for students. And so for any assignment that's missing, I can click on that assignment and it'll take me right to the assignment. I can read the directions. If there's any attachments, I can see them. If I need to add any work, I can do that over here. So if I just want to look at that quickly, reviewing how to add or create work. So this one says there's a handout they need to complete. They would have gotten this handout in class. It's a paper copy. It says take a photo of your work and submit it. All right. I will show you how to take a photo with the MacBook in a different video, but let's just say the student's already taken the photo and they just need to attach it, or they've taken a screenshot. If it's something they did online and they need to take a screenshot, that's just Command-Shift-4 and it will give you a little cursor and you can screenshot. If either of those things happened, they took a photo or they took a screenshot, those screenshots and photos are typically on their desktop. If it's a different type of work like a Google Doc or Google Slides, that's in a different spot, but I'll show you it right now. Okay, so I'm going to hit Add or Create, and it's going to give me all sorts of different options. So if it's a Google Doc or Google Slides that they're working on in class already and it's not already attached, it's not already up here, they can go and search their Google Drive and find the name or the title of the work that they were working on and click on it and add it. All right. If it was a photo or a screenshot, they can click Add or Create, and they need to go to File. And then from over here, they need to grab that photo and drag it over until the screen goes blue and drop it, and it will load. If they aren't able to drag and drop or they're not seeing it on their desktop, they can browse. If they're using the browse button, typically if it's a screenshot or a photo they just took, it should be under recent. So I know recently I looked at this heart drawing. If that was what I needed to attach, I'd hit open and it would attach. All right, and I can see my attachments there. If they accidentally attach something, or if you see a comment from the teacher that they attached the wrong assignment, they can delete those things as well. Okay, when I have that attached, I can click Turn In. It's turned in. And now if I go back to my to-do list, that shape assignment is done. It's no longer in my to-do list. I can see right there it's done. It's turned in. I turned it in late, but I still turned it in. All right, another way that you can look at student work is if you go to a particular class. So if I'm looking at my 7th graders' work in arts and I see a whole bunch of things that I've posted. That's just what's going on in class in chronological order. But if I want to go see their classwork, I want to use the classwork tab. And it typically will be sorted by topics or units depending on the teacher. And it's really easy to tell what your students have and have not turned in. Things that are grayed out are either resources from the teacher or assignments that have been completed. So if it's grayed out, that means it's taken care of. You don't need to worry about it. If there's still color, so in this case it's turquoise, but if I go to a different class, it would be whatever class color theme there is. In this case, it's orange. If there's still color in their little bubbles under classwork, that means they have not done their work yet and they need to work on that work and turn it in. Same idea. I can click, open the assignment, hit view instructions. It says the directions here, fill out the brainstorming worksheet. And in this case, I can see that the teacher provided a Google Docs template already. It's already attached here, so I just need to click it to open it. And now I can see if my students actually started to fill out the information or not. After they complete it, I can hit turn in. If they need to add anything else, they could add it right there. If they add photos of drawings or something else to add. All right. If you are seeing a missing score in JMC, but your student doesn't have it under their to-do list, so let's say JMC says the shape handout is missing, but I don't see it under the missing list. I can go look under the done list. I can click on this shape handout, and there probably will be a comment that says something like, this assignment is blank, or this assignment is done incorrectly, please resubmit. That's where you can check and see if they actually completed the assignment in the way that was requested. And like how I opened up that previous document, that Google Doc, I could click on it and see if the answers had actually been filled in or not. So hopefully that helps you navigate your students' Google Classroom a little bit more thoroughly. I know on the parent side, like the parent view of it, we don't get to see all this sort of information. We just kind of see the assignments are posted. So I am working inside my student account. This is what your student account looks like as well. And so if you would like to check that with your student, you would want to ask them to sign into their student account, and you can check out all those ways to navigate there. Thanks.